a warning bell, just light on the curtain, a familiar smell of something green that wasn't here before. A season standing quietly at the door. I haven't always welcomed what comes in. Sometimes I held the latch against the spring, but April has a way of finding through every crack in everything I thought I knew. Maybe I was waiting all alone for something patient, something soft and strong. Every door opens in April, every heart finds its way back to the light. Every door opens in April, even the ones we thought were shut too tight. The world is doing something kind again. Every door opens in April, and one of them opens for me. But somehow all the colors had been sewn back into the trees and into stone. A map of somewhere I could call my home. I met an old friend at the corner gate. We didn't talk of anything too great, coffee and the way the cherry falls, and how we're still here after all. Maybe I was ready all along for something quiet after years of wrong. Every door opens in April, every heart finds its way back to the light. Every door opens in April, even the ones we thought were shut too tight. The world is doing something kind again. Every door opens in April, and one of them opens for me. I don't need everything to change at once. I just need one window, one small branch, one petal, and one soft place to fall. And April always gives me that. Every door opens in April, every heart finds its way back to the light. Every door opens in April, that door open for me.
Carried it so long, I thought in mind. The gray and heavy coat I wore all winter time. But something in the air said lay it down. There's green beneath the frost in this old town.
Something yesterday about the way the petals find their way into the street, into the open hands of people who were learning how to stand again in light, again in something new. The rain was talking and I heard somewhere between the rain and the first warm day, somewhere between the gray and the gold of May, I found something I had put away, somewhere between the rain. Drops from small gray wings and never really stopped to think about the sky, what it meant, just dried its feathers and was off content. Maybe that's the lesson in the spring. You don't explain the rain, you let it do its thing, and then you open up and then you fly somewhere between the rain and the first warm day. I found my way, I found my way, somewhere between the way. I found my jam on the window ledge, toast on the plate. The radio plays something wonderfully late, from some decade neither of us can name, but we both know every word just the same. Some mornings are a gift you didn't ask for, some days just show up perfect at the door. Kitchen table in May, everything exactly where it stays. Coffee going cold, but that's okay. Kitchen table in May, kitchen table in May. Nowhere else I'd rather be today. Just this, just us, just May. You're reading something I can't see the cover of. The dog is in the garden being all of the above. The flowers on the table from the corner shop are doing what spring does, they just won't stop. I wanna write this down, I wanna keep it somehow. The ornament Sunday morning that became this somehow now. Kitchen table in May, everything exactly where it stays. This is all I ever wanted anyway. Kitchen table in May. Kitchen table in May. You were looking at the blossoms overhead. I was looking at the blossoms too instead of saying what I meant to say out loud. We stood together underneath that cloud of pink or white, of everything in bloom. And you smiled at something I assumed. It was a spring, it was the petals there, it wasn't me. But I pretended not to care. And isn't that the thing about the spring? It gives you so much more than you can hold. When you smiled and didn't know that I was watching you let go of everything that winter held too long. When you smiled and didn't know the cherry blossom said it so in every language, in every song. When you smiled. We walked the path until the light turned low. The kind of afternoon that doesn't wanna go. You said the trees looked like they were in love. I said I knew exactly what you meant. I said enough. Some things are said without a single word. In April, every quiet thing is heard. When you smiled and didn't know that everything was when you smiled. Nothing on the calendar today. The pen ran out before I had a say in what the afternoon was going to be. So it turns out it belongs to me. Some things start when nothing else begins. The best days have the widest margins in. Afternoon with no plans, just wherever the breeze lands. Afternoon with no plans, the garden and the open hands of a day isn't going very fast. Afternoon gentle face in spring when all the clocks forget to rush and everything is soft and lush. Ooh, afternoon with no plans, just the cat and the ceiling fans. Afternoon with no plans, this is more than enough, it is. Afternoon with no plans, just wherever the breeze lands. Afternoon with no plans, it is. Ooh, yeah. There it was on Tuesday at the market stand, the smallest, reddest thing I've held in hand. All winter long I knew that it would come, but knowing doesn't stop the sudden hum of something like a song inside your chest. When season finally delivers its best, it doesn't take a lot to change a day. Sometimes it's just a strawberry in May. The first strawberry of spring is the smallest, wildest thing. It tastes like all the waiting finally done, like something, something, something won, like winter was a question and this is the reply. The first strawberry of spring. And I could almost cry. I gave a half to someone passing by, a stranger with a curious looking eye. She bit into it, laughed and shook her head. It's May, she said. It's really May, she said. Give me the small joys, give me the red things, give me the Tuesday market in spring. The first strawberry of spring is the smallest, wildest thing, and it's enough, it's more than enough, it always is. I folded all my worries into cranes and let them float out in the April rains. They landed in the gutters, in the streams, and carried off the last of winter's gleams. Something in the rain knows how to clean the parts of us that needed in between. paper soften all the wet. Reflections like a city I'd not met before, familiar but refreshed somehow. The same old streets but different now. Every fold is a letting go, every crane is a wish below, flying low then lower still till April has its way and will. Paper cranes in April rain, everything returns again, clean and new and ready to begin. Paper cranes and April rain. The bees were out before the calendar said so. They always know a week before the rest. They found the crocuses along the wall and started doing what they do the best. There's something in the wild that knows that's high before the frost has finished with the ground. Where the bees go first, that's where spring begins. Where the bees go first, before the warming wind. Trust the small things, trust the hum, trust the ones who know before it's come. Where the bees go first, there the blossoms burst. My grandmother would watch them every year. She said they never once got it wrong. The hedge would have them before the books would say that spring deserved its proper song. They know. Just go where the honey is the warmest, where the light falls longest. There is spring. Where the bees go first, I will follow too. Where the bees go first, that's where I'll find you, in the warmth of everything that's new. Where the bees go first. I ride on Sunday mornings when the house is still, before the day decides what it will fill, with noise and needs and all the usual things. I write to you in spring. Some letters find the words for what we couldn't say out loud in all the busyness of every day. didn't know we'd miss those kinds of places. Dear whoever finds me well this spring, dear whoever needs to hear this thing, the light came back, it always does, and I came back because it does. Sunday letters in the April light, everything is coming back to right. Sunday letters, I'm alive. There's a crack in the pavement by the gate where a dandelion decided not to wait for perfect soil or the proper time of year. It just pushed through and now it's here. Nobody planted it, nobody planned. It grew from nothing into something grand. That's the thing about the ones who bloom, they don't ask anyone for room. You've been waiting for permission long enough. The spring doesn't wait, it just becomes bloom anyway. In the crack, in the gray, in the place that said it couldn't grow. Bloom anyway. Don't wait for the day when everything is right. You already know that nothing ever waits for perfect. Bloom anyway. Up in the garden waiting for the rain. I've been the seed that almost gave up the game, but something in me recognized the call when April said, now bloom, bloom for all. To everyone who's growing through a wall, to everyone who almost gave it all, you are the dandelion in the street. You are the spring refusing to retreat. Bloom anyway. You were always going to bloom anyway. Spring has been waiting for you.
Under the lemon tree, the table waits with yesterday's newspaper and a plate of something yellow from the morning's press, a light of beautiful unhurriedness, where the walls are white and the sun is long. Everything is conversation, everything is song. Lemon tree afternoon, nothing happens here too soon. The cats are sleeping in the warmth of May. Lemon By 5, we've ordered something once more. The afternoon is generous with time. It gives you back yourself. It's yours, it's mine. Give me the slow hours. Give me the white walls. Give me the lemon tree and whatever afternoon calls. Lemon tree afternoon, where the world is in tune, where the only urgent thing is the sun. Lemon tree afternoon, we're done with hurrying, with more than this. Lemon tree afternoon, lemon tree afternoon, lemon tree
My mother kept a garden at the back, between the washing line and the old stack. Terracotta pots from years before. She never bought, just kept them, added more. She grew things slowly, roses and sweet peas, and something purple climbing up with ease. She never named them, knew them by the feel, the ones that needed water, the ones that need to be left alone. She knew which ones those were. She knew the garden like she knew us all. My mother's garden comes back every spring, without her hands, without her tending. Still it comes, the rose, the sweet pea vine. Still it comes and says she was fine, she was beautiful and fine. My mother's garden every April time. I go back now and stand beside the wall. The roses have grown tall, the sweet peas fall in all directions, doing as they please, just as she always said they ought to be. Some things we planned, don't know we're gone. Some love is stubborn, it just carries on. In every spring that comes without the planner, every bloom is the same tender answer. My mother's garden comes back every spring, and I stand in it and let it say everything.
cross 3 rivers on the road to Maine. The first one blue, the second brown with clay. The third one steel and silver in the dawn. The kind that keeps you standing looking long. Every river going somewhere I'm not yet. Every river carrying the things I can't forget. 3 rivers in May, 3 questions the water had for me. 3 rivers in May, 3 answers. I was finally free to give out after the winter held the words. After the cold undid what warmth had blurred. 3 rivers in May, I crossed them all and landed somewhere I don't need to call by anything. It's just where I am now. 3 rivers in May showed me how. I stopped at each and threw a stone across. The second one made it, the others lost to the current and the grain below the bank. And I felt lighter for each stone that sank. Every river takes a thing from you that needed going. Every current shows a new direction. Fluid. 3 rivers in May. 3 rivers, and I'm on my way. 3 rivers in May.
The bench is still there in the riverside park. The paint has faded to a quieter dark of green, or what was green some years before, when I sat down and you sat down once more beside a stranger who was reading, and you asked me what the book was in my hand. It was a Tuesday and the trees were out, and that was it, that's what it's all about. Sometimes the biggest things begin so small. A bench, a book, a Tuesday in the fall, no spring. The bench where we met still holds the shape of then. The river still runs past it and again. The cherry trees still bloom above the sea, and spring still makes the ordinary sweet. The bench where we met, it doesn't know what it became. It's just a bench below. The trees, the light, the river, but to me the bench where we met is where I'll always be. I go back sometimes, not because I need to. I go back just because the spring will lead to that particular corner of the park before the day gets going, before dark. Everything that matters starts somewhere. Sometimes it starts on a bench in the open air, in spring, in light, in the middle of a Tuesday, in the loveliest and through all the winter long, in cities made of concrete, glass and song. But something in my chest knew was gone. It knew the green, it knew where I belong. And so I turned the car toward the hills, the long way back, the one that always fills the part of me that cities leave half empty. Come home to spring. Come home to spring, where the hedges know your name. Come home to spring, where the fields look just the same as the day you left, and nothing's really changed except the winter, and the winter's gone. Come home to spring, come home. You've been away too long. The gate was stiff, the same as it has been for 30 years of springs, and in between the dog was old but still came out to greet. And something in me finally felt complete. Home is not a building, not a town. Home is where the spring arrives without a sound, and still you hear it deep in every bone. Come home to spring. Come home to spring. After spring. Come home to spring. Come home to spring. Come home, just come The river doesn't hurry in the spring. It just takes everything it's carrying and moves it slowly toward the wider place at its own good pace. I watched it for an hour from the bank and didn't think of anything, just drank the morning in with nothing in my way. That's the river's gift on a spring day. Move like water in the spring. Hold what you need and let go of the rest. Slow river morning, teaching me the thing I always knew. Slow river morning, moving without needing to push through. Just going, just flowing in the direction of the open sea. Slow river morning, slowly learning how to just be me. Oh. A heron stood so still along the edge, as if it were a part of stone or ledge, then opened up and took itself away. started somewhere small and barely knowing everything that finds its way to open water started just by going, just by going. Slow river morning, I will follow. Slow river morning, slow river morning, slow river morning, teach me to flow through. I put on the yellow coat today, the one that's been in the closet since, we'll say, since the last time life decided it was time to hand me back a bit of the sublime. Something yellow in the gray part of the town has a way of turning everything around. Yellow coat and the world looks different. Yellow coat and the sky decides to clear. Yellow coat, oh, the timing isn't something I controlled. It just appeared like spring itself, uninvited and completely right. Yellow coat and I walked out into the light. A man on the corner said, nice coat today. A girl in the cafe caught my eye midway through ordering and smiled across the room. Yellow coat has got its own perfume of confidence and something like the sun, of the kind of morning when you know you've won just by getting up and getting dressed. Yellow coat, the rest can't wait, the rest. Wear the yellow coat. Don't save it for the special day. Every ordinary Tuesday is a reason, is a way. Yellow coat, and here I am walking through the spring. Yellow coat, the happiest thing is already happening. We planted something back in February, when the ground was hard and the air was dry. We didn't know if it would come to anything. We just tried. We both came back on the same March morning, found the green shoots coming through the frost, and stood there like we'd found something important, something we thought we lost. There's a kind of growing that you do together that you couldn't do alone in any weather. What we grew together in the winter dark, what we grew together, every tender start, every disagreement the most alive thing. We didn't know what we were growing for, but now the garden's blooming at the door, and we're standing in it laughing, I suppose, at how much can grow when anything goes. Sometimes you don't know what you're tending till it blooms. Sometimes love is just the water in the quietest of rooms. What we grew together is everything I see. What we grew together looks a lot like spring to me. What we grew together,
After everything, we're still in April. After all the years, the trees still bloom. After all the things that tried to stop us, spring still finds its way into the room.
we still have stapling the window, still surprised by warmth after the gray,
Still making coffee, still calling someone,
still finding things to love about the day.
all we had to do was stay. All we had to do was stay and wait for May. Still spring,
Still here,
after every difficult year.
still spring, still here.
Still the same green, still the same clear. Morning light on the same old trees. Still the same deep breath and release. Still spring.
And we are still here.
And that is everything. I know someone who almost didn't make it through a winter that had gone on way too long.
But they held on, and April came to find when.
And now they're the ones who know the song. The one that says the spring is not for the young.
The spring belongs to anyone who's hung on.
To something
Anything.
through all the dark.
Spring finds you
Right there, right where you are.
To everyone still standing, to everyone who made it through, to everyone who's here to hear this.
This spring is all for you.
To everyone still breathing,
After winters you can't name,
every spring you meet is brand new.
and you are not the same.
Still spring, still here.
After every difficult year,
Still spring, still here.
you are still the most beautiful thing in the most ordinary morning.
Still spring,
Still you.
still here.
That is everything.
Still spring, still here. Still here. Still spring, still here, still spring.